Okay, so I literally cannot be the only one experiencing this. Like, if you're a girl and you're, like, early 20s, just graduated from her undergrad, like, starting her post-grad life, are you struggling to find single men? Like, if you're single, are you struggling as much as I am? Like, I had this expectation, like, going from, I was like, okay, undergrad guys, I'm over them, immature, whatever, I'm on to this, like, new era, bigger pool of men, like, mid-20s, late 20s, like, that kind of vibe of dudes. I've been on one date since I graduated in the spring. I cannot be the only one that's struggling this much. Like, I don't know if it's just me or if it's, I don't know what my issue is. Maybe it is me. If you are good, like, where are they? Like, I don't even run into them. Like, that is the issue. So if you know where they are, you're a girl that's in a relationship with a guy that you met after graduating, where did you find them? If you're a dude in your mid to late 20s, comment where the heck you guys hang out, because I swear on my life, like, I don't know. I just don't run into them. Like, I don't know if it's just me or it's, like, a genuine thing that everyone's, like, early single girls are experiencing. I just don't know where they are. Let me know. Comment. I hope it's not just me.
All right, so this chick is in her early 20s. I want to say 22 years old, right? She's an undergrad, just graduating college, and at her age, there should be no excuse for her not being able to find a guy, especially being in college. Are you kidding me? With all the frat parties, the sorority parties. I mean, college is like one big high school, right? I mean, I thought I had fun in high school, but I mean, I took it to the next level in college, and I really miss those days too. I mean, it's just, you don't even need dating apps, you don't need internet, you don't need social media. There are enough parties to fill your days in college. There are enough guys in your classrooms, events you can get involved with, groups that you can join, where you will have no endless supply of friends, social network, and definitely not any endless supply of dates, especially being her age, right? It's just very, very easy for college girls to go out there and date the world if they want to, right? And if you're not doing that, if you're talking about how you're struggling to find men, then that says a whole lot, right? It just goes back to what we cover here on 33 Secrets, that you must be looking for Superman. Right? You must be looking for someone who doesn't exist, or somebody that is just so, beyond reality, right? Beyond the day-to-day guys that you would normally meet, just a normal man that, you're not meeting this dude. And even if you could meet this guy, I mean, would you really want to try to form like a lifelong relationship with this guy? Is that even possible? Because this guy is already unrealistic. This guy you're concocting in your head that you need to meet is already unrealistic. How do I know? Because you haven't met him yet. You're still single, and you're subconsciously, because I know these girls do this, they hold guys to that standard. They use this mythological guy as a measuring stick for other guys that come into their lives, right? And when you do that, you're just going to end up staying single, ladies. I mean, yeah, nobody can fulfill that. And it's kind of just, you're really hurting yourself. And, it's kind of selfish, because, like, if guys that you do go on dates with are not going to be able to be that. You get it? So, yeah, there's no reason for this chick to still be single in college. I mean, that is just absurd, right? No reason for it at all. Anyway, let's roll on next clip.
Surprise! The number of young single men in America is at a record high. This is why. According to Pew Research data that was released this week, a staggering 63% of men in their 20s are single, which is almost double that of women. Lonely men out there? Let's break down these numbers. Scholars say that women don't want to marry down, whereas in the past, men played a more significant dominant role in relationships. Women are now taking home 60% of all bachelor's degrees. And even though men still earn earn more money than women, that wage gap is slowly closing. It's now sitting at $43 a week. And that empowerment of young women is removing young men from the relationship equation. So then who are these young women dating? Some are dating and marrying slightly older men, which has been a thing for centuries. And others are more openly dating each other. There's more to it than just changing social dynamics. Women are also tired of dating emotionally unavailable and distant men, which is a larger issue in male relationships in general. Research shows that more men than women are friendless and lonely, and only half of single men are even looking for a committed relationship or even going on casual dates. They just want friends. And the social disconnect actually has really tragic consequences. Like the young male unalive rate is 4 times that of women. And all this research compounds with a 2021 Gallup poll, which found that American men are experiencing a friendship recession, with nearly 1 in 6 American men reporting not having a single close friend. Female empowerment is one thing, but if relationships and friendships are both falling for men, where does that leave us in the future?
Just like the first chick that we covered, ladies, just get off the dating apps. I mean, these chicks don't even need the dating apps. If they just started going out more, I mean, really, this advice goes for everybody, right? You just need to get off the dating apps, get out there in the real world and start interacting with humanity. Get outside, go out. I remember Mystery, like the famous PUA Mystery, right? He was on Conan. Remember the talk show Conan? And then Conan asked him, like, what is the most important pickup lesson you can teach me to start, right? To start with. And then he tells Conan, the most important pickup lesson for you, for anyone, is this: go out. Right? And Conan laughed at him, because that's all he said. He's like, go out? That's it? You mean leave my house? And it was funny the way he, he just kind of parried that, but it's true. That's really the first step, and that's like the biggest step, is to go out. A lot of people cannot do that. They don't want to go out these days. They'd rather sit at home on their couch, get on Facebook or whatever else it is, and not interact with the world. And these women are having the same problem. And the funny thing is, like, as a female, you should have no problem at all getting dates. Should have no problem at all, and I think it's just a case of like having too many options as a female, right? Because when you have too many options, you choose none. And that's a fact, right? Because they've done this when it comes to like marketing, for example. Because I studied marketing in college, and there was always this one test I remember. Like, one company did this watch test where they did this advertisement with like an assortment of like a dozen watches, right, on this advertisement. Like, you could choose from this watch, that watch, that watch, this color, that color, this color, this size, that size, this size, all sorts of options, right? You could change the bezel, you could do this, all these different options on this like dozen watch advertisement. However, to compete against that, because it wasn't doing too well, they came out with this single ad for one watch, right? One watch, one bezel, can't do any changes. This is the watch. This is the price. Guess which one did the best? The one watch advertisement, right? Where these people did not have to go through all of the selection, all of the choices. It was just very basic. And In-N-Out kind of does this too. Some fast food chains will do this, even though it kind of get carried away. But In-N-Out is really good at this, where they just come up, their menu is very basic, right? It's like hamburger, cheeseburger, French fries, milkshake, done, right? I mean, that's their menu. It's very basic and plain Jane. And guess what? Their lines are always packed, right? Lines are packed around the block, constantly in line to go to In-N-Out. I don't get it personally. I don't really care for In-N-Out, but people love In-N-Out because it's just, the menu is just very basic, right? And it's just giving you a very limited selection of options. Whereas for women, when it comes to dating, they have all sorts of options and all sorts of men wanting them that they choose none. All right, next clip.
I just went into the UPS store, and as I was walking in, a man was walking out, and he was trying to hold the door for me, but I was like, no, go ahead. And he was like, okay? And he was like so emasculated that I held the door for him, and it's like, aw, I feel bad for men. Like, let us hold the door for you sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. So if you're a girl watching this and you date men, maybe like get them flowers or open the car door for them or something. Like, I don't know, I feel sad for men. Maybe we should try healing them with our divine femininity, you know? Or wait, maybe actually let them step into a little bit of their femininity by assuming the masculine role sometimes. Is that the masculine role? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, my loving men era. In my empathizing with men era, at least.
Really believe that these women would find happiness, long-term happiness, if they got more realistic with their expectations, right? Instead of having these tremendous expectations for men, which I really blame mainstream and all of these talking heads and all of these dingy broads on, the news and these female talk show hosts who are telling them like, girl, you deserve this. Girl, you're a queen bee. Girl, you're a princess. Girl, if he's not, willing to do, A, B, C, and D, and E, and F, he's not worth it. Feeding them with all of this nonsense, and building them up to think that they deserve like this impossible man, again, the Superman, when really they don't. Like, many of them are very average looking, these women, overweight, don't have anything else going on, have dated losers their whole lives, have, slept with one too many men. You have no right to be asking for that type of guy, right? Because you can't deliver, right? You don't have anything to trade. So you have to be realistic. And I really believe if women were more realistic, people in general, just be more realistic with what you want, then you'll get that, right? You'll find happiness, right? It doesn't mean not to go for the gold and not to swing for the fences, and not to try to be bigger than what you are and, do spectacular things. I've got a Lamborghini, right? You don't get that by, trying to be realistic all the time. You have to dream a bit, but you also have to have a path to that dream, right? You have to be honest with yourself. Like, what are my limitations? What am I good at? But what are my limitations? Where can I excel? And what do I need to work on, right? And that's how you get to things like this, right? Lambo. You're honest with yourself, right? And this is why I always tell people that, when you're realistic and honest with yourself, your options expand, right? Because now you know what your limitations are and what your strengths are as well. And you can play on those, right? You can play on those. And you can get the people you want in your life. You could get the dating partners you want in your life. And you could get the things you want in your life. Right? But too many of these women are being sold on this snake oil, this lie, to believe that there's something that they are not, or they're deserving of something that they're actually, no, you're not deserving of that, right? You're not deserving of that. And I'm not just talking about like the looks and appearance, because obviously, like, there are a lot of things that these women can work on. They can work on their weight. They can definitely work on their personality, right? That's something that I don't see any of these women working on, that they can work on, that would be appealing to men. Because even if you're, the least bit attractive, you can get men, but you won't be able to keep those guys unless you fix your attitude, right? And too many of these women are just cackling hens, man. They're constantly nagging. They're constantly just, breaking your balls, and they're just not pleasant to be around. So of course a guy's going to disappear, so you have to think about those things that you can work on as well, like your personality, being more pleasant, being more peaceful, because that's what men want. We want somebody who's going to be peaceful, right? But regardless, guys, as always, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video, anything you'd like to add, anything you would like to share as we hop on out of here. Cash and Giz. Yeah, drop your comments below, and I will see you in the next coaching video. I'm out. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here with the Lamborghini. Such a beautiful car. Just got this car, and we're going to be featuring it here on the channel for many months and many years to come. So get used to it. And yes, I still have the DeLorean. DeLorean is not going anywhere. But we are going to enjoy this car for many years to come while we have it here on the channel. Just picked this car up, had it delivered basically a week ago. The same guy who delivered my DeLorean, TJ, at Florida Exotic Transport. He also delivered the Lamborghini for me. You can also follow me on IG at MadCrossOfficial if you want to see the entire process of me purchasing this car. I'll probably do a full review on my Alpha channel, which should be fun. I'll have that up momentarily if it's not up already. This car is just amazing, right? I was on the hunt for this car for over 2 years. And then finally when it popped up, it took me over 2.5 months to close this deal and get this car at the right price where I felt comfortable, they felt comfortable letting it go. This is in Rosa Festo Red. This car is finished in Rosa Festo Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option. It's gorgeous, looks really good. But going to be featuring it in a lot more coaching videos here on the channel, so I'm very excited about it, as you can see. But as always, gentlemen, don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well, so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, please, right? Helps me out a ton when you guys actually subscribe and you don't just take off on me, right? So make sure you're subscribed to the 33 Secrets as well. This is in the right color too, right? This is basically the color of the 33 Secrets right here. I should put a big 33 logo right on the hood. I just piss off all the modern women out there. In any case, for you guys who want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I've been teaching you for years and years, if I've added value to your life, if you love what I do here, the best way to support me is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us, right? We should all be driving Lamborghinis. In any case, that's the best way to support my work, guys. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. Man, this car is gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. Woo! Oh, goodness gracious. What a ride.